So we got a big one to talk about today, people. We finally got our first look at the packaging art and a little bit of the alt mode in form of our Transformers Legacy Commander class figure, as well as a update with some brand new product for the Transformers Shattered Glass line that was well received by fans. So let's dive into that. Let's make note of everything here, and let's get excited for what's going to be happening in the second half of 2022. So the first thing we got here is our Transformers Legacy class Commander class. Now, both of these images are packaging images, and they come courtesy of the KoreaNet Health and Safety Board website, specifically the KoreaNet Product and Safety section. Now, this isn't the first time we've used this website to learn about Transformer product and see it for the very first time. Many months ago, we learned about a lot of Transformer Kingdom product from this very website. The first time we saw anything of Dinobot or Airazor, blurry images, came from this website when they were showing many months earlier to family, oh, hey, you know, this product is going to be coming out in a couple months. It's okay, and here's how it looks and everything like that. That's kind of what that website exists for the South Korean region. And sometimes they don't know that Hasbro didn't reveal some of the product yet publicly. So they send it to them, they do their reviews, they put it on their website, and they're not aware that we've yet to see what a certain black truck is supposed to be. So who is that black truck? Well, we know who it was. We had listings online. We had AEN codes. We had UPC codes. We had Walmart listings. We had Target listings. We had rumors. We had all different kinds of insider people saying, hey, your Commander class is going to be Motormaster, and you're going to be getting a Combiner Menasor. And here he is right in front of us. Now we have just the packaging, the front of it with that Marcello art, which looks fantastic. And we see a little bit of the top of the box in another shot that gives us a little bit of the alt mode in its plastic form, like legitimately. So all we have right now is an alt mode to base it on, but let's just look at that. And there's a little more stuff I want to get into also with this packaging, and it's pretty juicy. So number one, that alt mode. So Motormasters in the past that we've gotten, the last like true Combiner Motormaster that we got in the official capacity, kind of did its own thing through United Warriors and Combiner Wars. It had to obviously shoulder being a repaint retool for other stuff later on, whether it be Optimus Prime designs or, anything else that they wanted to repaint it into of all the wacky stuff, whether it be even the Collector Club exclusive stuff like Toxitron. So it really had to be a middle ground for a lot of things and couldn't really be slavishly loyal to any of its source material. Now, Motormaster has two kinds of source material depending on where you want to lean, whether it be the original 1986 toy or that of the animation model done by Fleur O'Deary and Sunbow Productions through Marvel. Now, the alt mode of 90% of Transformers during the original Generation 1 show were pretty spot on to their toy designs. So even in the case of Motormaster here, you look at the original Motormaster toy, and then you look at his animation model, and you see that the animation model was even taking the cues from the toy that weren't even necessary. Like little tabs, little plug ports for the combiner mode, all these little things, even for like little gimmicks. Every little fine detail was kind of left in with the animation model, and that was the case with a lot of characters. Or even characters like Ironhide that had toys that were huge departures from their robot mode. Their alt modes were always spot on. And that was always the case. It was always the alt modes were good, whether it be a car, a jet, or whatever, unless you were like Jetfire or something. But when you got to the robot mode, that's where things started to have artistic liberties and stuff started to kind of sway all over the place. And that's where like the robot mode of Motormaster has one look and the show counterpart, Generation 1, has a very different look. So judging by this, at least we have an alt mode that is slavishly loyal to either that of the toy or that of the animation model. It has that very nice, different kind of double window truck design. You could see already some of how the combiner parts are going to work from the back of the vehicle. We already have a lot of assumptions and indications of how that combiner mode is going to work, but we'll cover that in a future video. But he looks great. He looks great, and I just like how that alt mode looks. It's going to look fantastic. And when we get to something like the background now of this packaging, that's where it gets even more interesting. So the top of the box, we get to see a little bit of what the toy is actually going to look like, as opposed to just some art done by Marcelo. It actually has the plastic form up there of the alt mode. So it looks like it more or less matches what the art is going to be, which we would hope so. But there's other people on that packaging. If you look very carefully on the front of the Motormaster packaging, we have our complete team of Stunticons zooming around. I guess we're going to assume Cybertron there in the background. Now, we already know what Dragstrip looks like. He's out there, you've bought him. But we never really had a strong indication of what Dead End, Wild Rider, and Breakdown look like. Some people were rumoring that there were going to be different interpretations of those characters throughout the years. There was going to be a different kind of Breakdown. It's going to be Transformers Prime Breakdown. This kind of confirms more or less that silly kind of rumor is not true, and these are all going to be based off of their original Generation 1 counterparts. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to make them all out, but the silhouettes and the general shapes are there of the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the Porsche, and what we already know of, the Tyrrell 6-wheel drag strip that we already have in stores right now. So this is pretty awesome stuff. Looks really cool, very excited, and now we get a little bit more of a window into what is going to be the future of our Commander class and the box design, everything like that. It looks fantastic. I'll try to blow up those images on the cover of the box that show the Stunticons. Now let's get into our Shattered Glass one, because this is a little bit also tied to something we talked about just a couple of days ago. So we have a brand new Shattered Glass. This confirms that Shattered Glass is going to continue. There is going to be more Shattered Glass stuff. How it will be distributed, we don't know yet. But we do know that we're getting a Shattered Glass. Wait for it. We knew it was coming because Mark made a mistake on his with a photo on his desktop. Shattered Glass Blaster. So we got Shattered Glass Blaster. He's in his traditional Shattered Glass Blaster colors, using the Voyager Kingdom and Legacy class, a Legacy figure of Blaster. And judging by the packaging here, it also confirms that he's going to come with a Shattered Glass Rewind, which we can't really see, but assuming it's based off of a Rewind that we've seen in the past, it's probably going to be that one. Now, it's very hard to see. It's a lot of darkness, a lot of Shattered Glass, but I really want to see how that face sculpt looks, because we talked about not too long ago a variant face sculpt that was out there that ended up on a regular Legacy Blaster, and we thought, oh, maybe it's a twin cast design. Maybe it's a running change. It's a kind of evil-looking smirk on that blaster head. Chances are it's probably this evil Shattered Glass Blaster. And this is really cool. Amazingly, this is this is an incredible release. Again, this character, technically his only Shattered Glass figure up to this point was the Generation 1 version that was done through Fun Publications, and now there's going to be something of a more mass release that people could get in a fantastic mold that is absolutely exciting, and you get Rewind Shattered Glass, so everything looks great here. It makes me wonder, are they going to probably do the cassettes at some point in Shattered Glass 2? This opens up the doors that if Blaster gets all his cassettes complete, you right away already have built-in Shattered Glass repaints that could be tied to something too. So there's a lot of fantastic stuff there. Now, we don't have an alt mode shot. Again, it's just the front of the packaging and then kind of a side shot, and we can't really see the figure very well because of the dark cardboard really eating up all the light that could shine into that packaging. But we do know that it is on its way and it's coming. And we kind of saw the alt mode a little bit in a grainy shot because of, again, Hasbro designer Mark's desktop. And that's how we kind of knew this was coming to begin with. So pretty exciting stuff. Those are the two we have today. Let me know what you think. I'll try to blow up some images and show this and that in the thumbnail. A lot of it's going to be grainy anyways because it'll be no bigger than it needs to be anyhow. But let me know what you think. This is extremely exciting stuff, and hopefully we're going to learn more because April 12th, we're having that Transformer Tuesday, but no, it's a Fan First Tuesday. Sure, whatever. Chances are we're going to be learning about that stuff then. Let's find out when that time comes. I'll see you tomorrow for the Transformer Slag podcast live stream, Saturday night, main event. I'll see you then, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll hopefully learn some more information by then and talk more Transformers.